I hate doing a podcast with you.
Hello!
Hi, everyone!
How's it going?
I'm great. I'm also Pam, and I use any pronouns.
Hello, I'm Amber, and I use she, her pronouns. And together we are Tales from Sleeve Island. Hello, Sleeves. It was a good one. It was a good one. I manifested that. Sleeves. There's not really sleeves, but this is like sleeve caps. Sleeve caps could be included in Sleeve Island.
Yeah.
Because they're
It's a little island.
It's a little... Ooh, not an archipelago. What would that be? Like a sandbar. These would be sleeve sandbar. That's what these are. Okay.
Do you want to talk about your shirt?
Yeah, I do.
I don't think I know this shirt.
Oh yeah, so first I will talk about this because I'm taking it off because I'm hot with both of these things on.
So
this is my low-key cowl. I think that's what it's called, but I will link it. This is my first object I made with hand spun.
Oh.
And I'll show the back because this shows off the fractal the best. Oh, so if you can see the pink, you can see how that color is more consistent and then it varies more quickly as you go up the cowl. That's because this is a fractal spin. So that just means that if you have a variegated braid, this is a 3-ply. So in this case, I took a vertical braid and I split it 3 times. So you've got 3 vertical sections. And then the first third, I spin end to end. The second third, I split once. So in other words, it's 2. So that the color is going to change twice as fast. The last third, I split 4 times.
Wacky.
So that it's going to change color
that much faster.
Fractals.
I've done fractals, but
yes.
always 2-ply.
Oh God, I love 1, 2, 4. Actually, I think Tashi is the first person that I got that advice from when they were talking about it on their podcast. So 1, 2, 4 fractals are my jam. So I very much love this. And when I first started wearing it, not as much now, I lived in paranoia that I would leave it somewhere because this feels like my firstborn child. You know what I'm saying? Like first hand spun item. Mm-hmm. Anyway, this is, I don't remember. I don't remember what yarn it is.
That's okay.
This is Rocket Tea. This is Rocket Tea. This is Rocket Tea. Isn't it pretty?
Rocket Tea?
Yes, this is out of hand spun.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is Kim Dye's.
Go ahead.
This is. Sorry, no. This is Kim Dye's yarn in some colorway that I don't remember. I thought about that driving over. I'm like, I don't know what the colorway name is. If I were a real professional, I would know, but I will look it up. Anyway, the one thing I would change about this, I love this pattern. I'm going to do it again. There's an I-cord neckline, and I don't think I picked up enough stitches, so if you can kind of see, it goes up like this. It looks fine. It's a design. It's a classic, what we call a design element, where it's like, technically it's a mistake, but it's fine. Like I tried blocking it out like this, and that it worked while I was blocking it, and I was like, oh, I fixed it. And then it dried, and it was like, yeah, no, we're not staying that way. We just did that to...
For whatever it's worth, I did not notice one bit.
See, and that's the best design element, is where we, as the artist, notice it. And
literally all that went through my mind is, cool, Amber's wearing a sweater she made. Nice.
Right.
It's literally all that went through my mind.
Exactly. So. That's the best. But it's very comfy, and it's light, and I love it. So my whole goal is to be able to wear mostly hand knit tops and wear them to court and have a life where I'm wearing hand knits.
Awesome.
So, although, here, see my jeans? See these jeans? Okay. So I wear this kind of outfit to court on the regular. Mm-hmm. I have done that for a long time. A few weeks ago, my last court appearance of 2025, right before I went to Florida, I went to court in Darlington, in Lafayette County.
Okay. And
the judge there, and again, I'm saying where it is because she didn't do anything wrong. I did. I wore like something like this, and I got done with court, and she said, "Counsel, will you please approach the bench?" And I was like, "Oh no!" Like, I don't get asked to approach the bench. Right? He's like, "Maybe I've been doing this for 22 years. I don't get told to come up to the principal's office."
Yeah. God.
And I pretty much, and she's like, counsel, I don't want you to wear jeans in my courtroom. And I was like, yes, judge. Yes, ma'am. Yeah,
I mean, you know what?
It actually...
I get it, but also, like, how scary.
It is a little bit. Well, because it's just my profession. Like, I'm not scared of what I do, but, like, the level of deference that we have for judges, or I think that we should have, is pretty high.
Sure.
You know, a judge tells you to do something, you say, yes, ma'am, or yes, sir. Like, that's what you do.
Totally.
Assuming that's how they prefer to be called. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've met a non-binary judge, at least, that was out about that.
Give it time.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. So anyway, so now I will not be wearing jeans to court. And really it's just because I detest clothes shopping more than anything, almost.
I understand.
And so I have to go find more pairs of pants.
I understand. Really it's the worst.
It is the worst. It really is. So anyway.
Nice.
I don't know how I got there, but this is my shirt. So yes.
We're just
vibing.
Vibing.
Yes, we are very vibing.
Yeah.
We are vibing.
My shirt is from coolshirts.com.
Yay!
I did not make it.
I love that.
It has a cool castle on it, and it says game over. And on the back it says all unsaved progress will be lost.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
So it's cool, and I bought it myself.
I think that's important too, that, like, you know, just because we're fiber artists doesn't mean that we have to wear all hand knits, right?
I'm flattered when people see this and they're like, I can't believe you made that. I'm like, I can't believe you thought I made this. Like,
because they know your talent.
I'm so flattered. Absolutely not, but thank you.
Love it.
So.
Love it. Very exciting. I just got back from Florida.
You did.
I have 2 pieces of news that I'm excited to share before we actually go on to the fiber.
I also want to say,
yes,
full disclosure, Amber has not told me these things.
Yes.
So it's not like I know what she is about to talk about.
We were just catching up in general, and then I caught to those things, and I was like, no.
She's like, no.
So the first thing that is really exciting, and I will try not to cry because it's good. I, in 1999, had a traumatic experience, and when I was on a work trip, and then I just happened to get on a flight right after that ended up being very choppy. It actually had some clear air turbulence in it, which is where the plane like drops, like literally drops for like a second or two, like nothing. But because of that, I developed an associative sort of fear, phobia, anxiety, whatever, because I was already in a PTSD state.
Yeah.
Then I got on a plane that was scary, so my brain was like, oh, bumpiness equals PTSD. Got it. Like, you know. And
got it, Captain.
Right. So, and I never had an issue flying from then on. Before that time, I never had any problems flying. After that time, I did. I didn't fly for over 10 years. When I did fly after that time, like in the 2010s and beyond, I will fly because I don't want to limit myself. But still, it's with great angst and great cost to myself. Nobody can tell when I'm on the plane, but like I go through a lot of angst getting ready to fly in the week before.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, all those things. But that being said, the happy ending is that I think over the last year I've just been doing better in my life about different things, work, personal habits, lots of stuff. And so, not to get too woo, but I do feel like I'm kind of operating at a different frequency, a different level. And I think my brain has been having conversations with itself. And I realized it both on the flight out and then finally the flight back really clicked, where my brain was like, you're actually not scared of turbulence. You never were. You never are. You don't get nauseous. This is fine. You know this is safe. Mm-hmm. You're fine.
That's
and
awesome.
And I discovered, I will call this one out because I'll link this one. There is an Instagram account called Conquering the Sky, and I'm going to link it because it's a pilot that talks about how safe flying is.
Yeah.
And he will be like, when this happens, this is what it's doing. The plane is designed for this.
That's
this is why you're safe.
Cool.
Here's this element. A lot of people feel this way. Here's what to think about. Yeah. And I'm like, yes, pilot man.
Especially because you don't know what's going on when you're just a layman in your seat and you're like, oh, it's bumpy. Certainly that means death. And it's like, no, there's 1,000 different things that could be going on, but we're not pilots.
Right.
So we don't know those things.
Right,
so that's
exactly.
really cool.
It's very good. So we were landing and I knew the flight was going well. But we landed, and there's a little part of my brain, even through the last hour was mildly turbulent, and I was okay. But there was a part of my brain, you know how you have a skeptical brain, and your brain's like, oh, surely you're gonna freak out any second. Actually, this is fake.
That's actually the worst part about anxiety is like It actually happens to me when I run, because I have asthma, so I'll be running and I'll be having a great time and I'll be like, I haven't thought about my asthma in a while, and then I start wheezing and I'm like, ah! And it's the same thing where you're like, I haven't been anxious in a while. What if it was time to freak out?
Yep.
So like
the lizard brain is very powerful, and it's much older than up here. Back here brain is much older than up here brain. And so that's why it's just difficult sometimes to work through those things. So when we do, it's an extra feeling of gratitude and happiness. We landed the plane. I started tearing up, and I looked at David. My son was with me, and I'm like, David, I did it. Like, it's been 27 years. I conquered this.
Incredible.
So I was fine. I mean, I'm not saying like it'll be 100%,
well,
but
I was going to say, like, healing is not linear. So you might have another flight where you freak out, and then on the way back, you'll be fine.
And I really doubt I will, because I don't know. There's just something has shifted. I can feel it. You know,
and it'll be less than it used to be.
For sure. It's not going to be a systemic thing. Right now, the last flight, this flight I was on, and the whole thing, it's like I'm going onto a bus.
Awesome. That's so good.
Yeah, so I'm really happy about it.
And also good that you, like, took the time, like, yes, you took 10 years before you went on a flight again, but you did it.
Yep.
And, like...
And you know what I did when I did that? I hired a pilot to take me on a double-seat charter plane from the Madison airport.
Oh.
To fly over Madison, because I didn't want to subject myself to a big commercial flight yet. So I was
That's so smart.
I
didn't know that was an option.
Yep, you can pay a pilot. And it was so funny because, and then I'll move on after this, I swear. Like, I hired him, and he was super nice and talked to me about what happened, and I explained.
Yeah.
And then we went out, and this beautiful plane. And I was like, cool. And he's like, oh no, that's not our plane. I was like, that's it. And literally, like a movie, we go around the edge of the beautiful private plane to a rusty.
No.
Yep, not bad, but still a little bit janky looking propeller plane, and I was like, what? Like, right? That's exactly. I was like, no, okay,
let's run.
It's like, yeah, this is my plane. I'm like, great.
It's a great plane.
Yeah,
it's so good.
I have. You know what? Inserted here. I have a picture of myself in that plane. We're gonna post it. Okay. So that is that story. And the another quick thing before we go on to Fiverr is that I enjoyed the trip so much. My mom lives in the Villages. I love it down there, albeit it's conservatism, which I don't like, but I also don't like not much there. About 20% is liberal. Mm-hmm. There was no King's protest there, I learned, which is great. I talked to a realtor because my goal is to get a vacation house there at some point.
Cool.
Ex-cop, and so I was like, oh no, but like gay and liberal, and I'm like,
that's why he's an ex-cop.
Correct. And he's super nice, but I was like, wow, that's an interesting mix of demographics. I like it. It's a little confusing in my brain, but cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's becoming more progressive because as the baby boomers move on to the great golf course in the sky over time, then the Gen Xers are a little more progressive. And then when Gen Z gets there, it's going to flip back because Gen Z is all conservative. So that's cool.
Is that real?
It's majority of them are. Yeah, it's really scary.
It's
I thought it was really scary. It's really scary. It's literally like, no, Gen no, I didn't mean to be like, yeah, Pam. No, Gen Xers and millennials are more progressive, and Gen Z is conservative.
That's crazy.
I know.
I thought it was the opposite.
Yeah.
But you can yell at me then.
No. So anyway, I like it down there, and then an idea occurred to me that has flitted through my head before, but didn't actually crystallize into, no, I'm making this happen. I'm at a really good place in my career, and my firm's doing well and all the things. And I was like, okay, but what if I made money down here?
Oh.
So I'm going to take the Florida bar.
Oh.
I'm going to be a Florida lawyer. I mean, I'm not going to move down there, but like, I'm a criminal defense lawyer, so I can take criminal defense cases anywhere as long as I have my bar license in the state. I've never taken a bar exam before because you don't have to take one here. If you go to school here and if you take certain courses to earn what's called the diploma privilege, we only have 2 law schools here, Marquette and Madison.
Oh, okay.
And so if you do those things, then you can get your bar. You don't have to take any exams.
Okay.
So I've never taken one before, but I'm going to take one in July, and it's going to be great. And if I pass the bar, then we can, subject to my partner's approval, we can open a branch office in Florida. you can only open a branch office of a law firm in a state if you have a lawyer in the firm who is licensed in that state.
Sure, that makes sense.
It does make sense, and we could like hire somebody, but it's like, no, I want to be able to go to court and do stuff. So anyway, that's my exciting news.
That's very exciting. So would you like live in Florida part-time, or would
That's
you
the goal? No, my goal is to be a snowbird for sure. Like, I definitely want to be a snowbird. That is my goal.
That's awesome.
Bougie as it is, I own that. That's my goal.
If I had money, I would be a snowbird.
Yeah,
like,
that's the. I mean, I can't afford it yet, right? Like that's why it's a goal, and then I would rent that house out part of the time to help finance it, etc. So anyway, that's my goal. That's my
cool.
goal.
That's exciting.
Yeah, thank you.
I had no idea that's where this was going.
I know. That's what I was like. I'll say these things, and yes, Pam will not know.
I thought it was gonna be about Disney. So
well, Disney is fun too. Disney is fun too, and I'm gonna go back soon. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, cool. So we have things.
We have things.
Let me open packages because I'm going insane.
Yeah. Amber
I brought packages.
Some blind boxes for me, not for her.
So this is Farmer's Daughter Fibers, and I love when, and again, bougie things, where like I subscribe to something and pay money for something, and then I forgot that I paid money and subscribed to something, and then I get a present in the mail, and I'm like, yeah. Thank you, past Amber. This is a sock club that Farmer's Daughter Fibers is doing. So I get a package with sock yarn. Ooh, the Sock Squad Journal. What? So there's a goal tracker.
Cool.
There's a QR code. Ooh, so there is a thing for each month. Because for sure I'm going to keep up.
Well, it'll
It's
be
okay.
here.
Yeah, it's right. I really don't ever beat myself up for not keeping up with stuff because
I feel like socks are
you know,
quite a time commitment. I feel like other people think differently, but I feel like it's it's a project.
It depends on like yes and no. I've started to realize like when I look at how much time it takes me to make a sock, it's really not that much time.
Okay.
It's maybe like I feel like it's about a dozen hours.
Okay,
maybe 15.
Feels like more because it is on.
It depends on the kind of sock.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't do 2 at a time socks.
I don't either. I tried it once. I don't like it.
But maybe I wonder if it's because you do like one and you're like I'm done, and then you're like no, I'm halfway.
Second sock. I think so. Second sock syndrome, I would say, is a first cousin once removed to Sleeve Island.
That's fair.
And probably even more so because I think I would guess it's more common for people to finish one sock and then not the other.
Totally.
Or not right away. And again, the whole point of this podcast, honestly, like part of it is just to keep joy in our crafting and not beat ourselves up if you never finish a pair of socks.
That's
so what?
Totally fine.
So what?
But that could be why, in my mind, it certainly takes me 30 hours to make a pair of socks. That's probably wrong. But in my mind, if you asked me, like, how long does it take you to make a pair of socks? Forever.
Yeah.
Roughly. So
I think the reason now that I'm thinking more about how long items take me to knit is that my friend Katie, who is a prolific knitter, has only been knitting for a year now and has knit like 47 sweaters or something. No, I'm just kidding. But she did finish like I think 11 items last year.
She had her like on Instagram. She posted like a recap of all the stuff she did this year. And she's like, so I've been knitting for a year, and here's all the beautiful things that I made. And I was like,
it's great, isn't it?
Okay, that's fine.
I love it. I'm so inspired by what she does, and now she realized she has a wool allergy, so she's had to switch what she can make because of that. Like that severely limits. But what I love is when we talk about knitting. One of the things she'll say like, oh yeah, I spent a few hours, like I spent 4 hours doing this and here's how far I got. And so she talks about things sometimes in terms of time investment. And it has really started conditioning me to think like in a positive way, like, wait a minute, that section of that cowl, how long does that really take? Not actually that long. It's just that I put it down a lot and start doing other things. That's the time.
Yeah.
And so like when I actually look at the amount of time, especially compared to the fact that I grew up as a beaded lace shawl knitter.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything else. I mean, this shirt, I knit in 12 days, I think. Yeah. Something like that.
It was a short sleeve sweater that I knit in, I think it was like 17 days. And I think it was because I took a week off. Like, otherwise it would have been way less. But that's a whole sweater. It was short sleeves, but it was a whole sweater. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, it's really like, so it's really made me realize like, well, stuff that I make, especially when it's not beaded lace knitting, doesn't actually take that much time. It's just a matter of me carving out that time to make it. Right?
Also, like we talked about in the last episode, like doing a row and then like squishing it.
Oh
and
God,
being like,
I do that all the time. Yeah.
So...
Yeah, and I will say, thinking about the time you take doing things, what I don't do is time how long a round takes and then multiply that.
Oh,
that
sure.
actually adds a level of stress to me that I don't want.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, thinking of things like, 2 inches on this shirt might only take a couple, let's say 5 hours, whatever it is. I don't know. Maybe it's 10. But that, for some reason, that makes it feel more achievable. I can see how it would do the opposite for others. So
also, I think it makes sense to take an average. Because if you're like, I'm going to count how long it takes me to do one row, you're going to do it as fast as you can.
that's a good point.
And then once you...
Because you're like, I'm on the timer.
Yeah, you're like, I know I'm being timed. But if you're like, okay, I'm going to do 10 rows and check in after that.
That's a really
after the
good
first
point.
row, you forget you're being timed and you kind of chill out. So
that's a really good point, right? Because then you're doing half a row, you're watching that thing that just happened, you're watching that sex scene on some, heated rivalry, what have you.
Sure.
Still haven't watched it because I want to read the first 2 books.
Same, actually.
So yeah, anyway.
Open your yards.
Yes. So we were at the point where we were talking about my... Oh!
Blue.
Ooh, look at the blue.
Ah.
Look at how pretty. Oh my
That's
gosh,
good.
this is so squishy. So this is Great Montana Falls. I think that's the name of the... There's a little map on it that says that. What is the content?
The colorway is Deep Winter,
Uh-huh.
Superwash Merino, and Nylon.
Okay, 80-20, 75, 80-20. Okay.
Yeah.
And then does it actually say... Oh, it's Sock Squad. Oh, High Wood Sock. High Wood Sock.
The
Okay.
colorway is Deep Winter.
Got it. So that is the first of the sock club. So that's
Cool.
exciting. And that means I will cast on a pair of socks. And that's exciting because socks are just fun.
I am about to cast on a pair of socks.
What are you going to cast on?
It's called the Sasky sock.
Oh.
And I don't have anything
I was
about
going to
it right
say,
now.
that's okay. We can look it up or link it or something.
I wound up the yarn. Okay.
Yes.
So it's happening.
Hey, that's awesome.
But
The gradient.
they're going to be... Mine are going to be pink and purple socks with little bunnies on them.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
The designer has a bunny named Saskatchewan. And so that's why they're the Sasky socks.
Stop it.
So I was going to cast them on New Year's Day, but I didn't.
That's okay.
So,
Why?
but do you know why?
Why?
Okay. Now it's my turn to talk for
Yeah,
3 to
please.
7 minutes. Hung out with some of our friends on New Yarns Day.
Is that what we call it now?
That's what we call it now.
I love it. New Yarns Day.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
And so
Tell the others.
I brought a bunch of stuff, and I was like, I'm ready to sit back and get a bunch of stuff done. And then our friend Michelle, who only crochets, was like, I was thinking about learning how to knit this year. And I was like, I have my interchangeable needles. I can show you right now. And she was like, okay. So I threw all my stuff off to the side and taught Michelle how to knit for
Awesome.
however long that took.
How did she
So-
think about it? How did she think of it? What, yes. How?
Oh, she liked it. She said it made sense. I could not remember the easy cast on, so I was like, we're doing the hard cast on because I can't remember how
What's
to
the
do
hard cast on? German twisted?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know what anything's
It probably
called.
is.
I'm a bad knitter.
So many of us do German twisted for
But I could
most
not
things.
remember like the cast on I learned on.
Oh.
Even
yeah.
though I did that for like the last 5 years and have only been doing German twisted for like 6 months, I was like, we're learning the hard one. And she did it. She was like, oh, this makes perfect sense to me. And I was like,
Of course it did.
okay, great.
Yay.
I'm happy for you. And
Awesome.
then I taught her knitting, purling, binding off. And then a couple other people were there, and Kaylee was like, show her what to do to like go back if you have to undo one.
That's a huge amount of skills for a session number one.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then like she was like, okay, I think I got it. So she bound off. She's like, I'm gonna see if I remember how to cast on. So she cast on, knit a row, purled a row, and I was like, now do 2x2 ribbing. So she did that for a while. I was like, now do 1x1 ribbing. And I was like, now do seed stitch. And she's like, I messed up. I was like, great, frog that row.
You made a mistake. Awesome.
Yeah, good.
Great.
Yes.
This is like Simon Says of learning how to knit.
And like at one point I talked about like cable knitting, and she was like, oh, is that like the cable on the circular? I was like, no, do you want to learn? She was like, no! Okay.
There's no conversation now. It's all just one big learning opportunity.
Yeah, well, I tried to explain cable knitting, and she was like, I don't get it. I was like, I guess I don't know how to explain it, and that's
Yeah.
okay. You'll just have to learn right now.
I didn't know. I was fascinated when I first learned about cabling because I really did think that cables were like they were lifted off of the fabric and put back down. I did not understand that it's you just twist them and knit them. And that's all it is. Really.
It's deceptive.
It is. It's very deceptive.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome.
So that's why I did not cast on a sock.
Okay, that's okay because you were passing it on.
So
good. Paying forward. Oh yes.
What's your other
my other
squishy
package? Okay, this is what is this? Oh, this is my Into the World.
Show off your address.
Oh.
I'll
Okay.
edit it out if it's on there.
Okay.
If I
about
can
that.
edit out Scramble's butthole, I can edit out your address.
Ooh, look at that. And I have 8 ounces, but I am keeping 4 because I am selling one of these to Laura. Yes, we need to take out because this is extremely reflecty. So this is called It's a Vibe out of Cheviot. This is the Fiber Club from December.
I've ruined everything.
It's okay. That's all right.
Okay. Yay.
Don't worry about it.
You do it.
Okay.
If someone's going to ruin it, I want it to be you and not me.
That is okay. You did.
I-
I'm proud of that.
You did ruin everything.
No. So this is the fiber.
So-
Look how pretty it is. We're just gonna. We're taking it out. I'm gonna keep this one. Laura's gonna get the one that I'm not micro
That
felting.
Pam didn't ruin.
Right.
I will say the purple in my sock yarn is like that exact colorway, which is crazy.
There.
Yay! First try.
Look at that. Look. Woo. How pretty it is. I know better than to do this because I've spun where I keep touching it like this and it does microfelt, but whatever.
Yeah,
It just
be okay.
it just means it's a little harder to pull apart. Like who cares? It's
Yeah.
fine. Everything's fine.
Take a cowl off because it's too warm.
This is
Cover
this is
yourself.
nice.
Cheviot.
That's right.
No, my sock yarn, the purple, is like almost that exact same colorway.
This
so.
is really pretty. I can't wait to spin this up. This will be fun.
Did you say what you were gonna spin that for?
No, I am currently, and that will go. Ooh, nice segue because we're gonna go into whips.
Ooh.
My whips anyway.
Okay.
I am spinning for the Jaunty along that Andrea Mowry is doing with
Yes.
Daedalus. So here is. Ooh, my sparrow kind of got moved around on the plane. This is so far. You can't really see the bobbin, but
No.
anyway. But it is very, very pretty. This is my
Sweater weather?
yes. You got it. I was going to get there eventually, but not anytime soon. I am fascinated that the scissors, which will be inserted here, the picture of my mother's scissors that I accidentally stole from her,
Oh.
that were in this bag. Did I take them out before flying? Sure didn't. Nobody said anything to me. And I just, this morning, opened up this bag and I was like, how? I mean, the blade part was only
Sure.
like 2 inches long, but I
I'm so
still,
surprised you weren't like flagged. Or
I am
anything.
absolutely shocked I was not flagged by that. So that is my in-progress sweater weather. So that is
It's beautiful, but
probably about, thank you, that's about half of the the first 4 ounces. Then I'm going to do a second 4 ounces. So I'll have 8 ounces. It's going to be chain ply. So I'm going to have 8 ounces of 3 ply. So I'm guessing from that, just knowing my average thickness, which is somewhere around a DK-ish. This might be fingering, depending. I'm not sure how it's going to plump. I will get probably total somewhere between 5 and 750 yards total.
yeah.
That'll be great for a jaunty.
Well, I was looking at the jaunty because it's like it can be as little or as much as you want.
Exactly,
more or less.
right, because
So-
you get to the midway point and then you weigh your yarn, I think is what it is. I've got the pattern. I think that's how it works. If it doesn't, I don't know. We'll figure it
I
out.
was looking at it because I was contemplating being a part of it, but I haven't decided yet.
I think it's like 6 months long, so it's like
I know.
long as hell. So
Well,
we've got plenty of time.
We were talking about my Melly Knit stuff last time, and I was like, could I kill 2 birds with 1 stone and be a part of a blank along and also use up my Melly Knits?
The blank along.
and like use that because it's hand spun,
Yeah.
and then use that in a jaunty. And since I've never done half fisherman's rib, but it's squishy and I like that. And because it's you can change it to whatever amount of
Yep.
yardage you have.
It's versatile.
Yeah.
Well, and as a social person, I'm so into the zeitgeist of knitting. That's what got me into the Stephen West MCALs. I want to do things that other cool reindeer are doing. And so the fact that I'll have a jaunty and then people will be like, did you do that for the jaunty long? And I'll be like, yes, I did. Like
see,
that.
Oh, now I'm sold.
Yeah,
when
see?
you put it that way.
Right. And we could be like, wearing our jaunty, and we can show them off here to
That's
our viewers.
true. Mine would be bigger than yours because, again, I had 1,008 yards from Melly.
That is definitely.
So-
You know what's going to be really cool about that for you is seeing the layers across the shawl. That's going to be beautiful.
I know.
Oh my gosh. It's going to be like a sampler of all the different things. Oh, I can't wait to see
Big
it.
and squishy.
Well,
whatever
and
it is.
the half fisherman's rib, which I think is the pattern of that, like it's just very. We all say like this is good for hand spun when really anything is good for hand spun, but I think what people mean is that if a pattern doesn't have a lot of lace or
Yeah.
elements you're supposed to look at, like cables. Not that hand spun isn't good for cables,
Yeah.
but like if you've got very marled hand spun yarn, then a pattern that doesn't require your eye to go to certain parts of it is
Yeah.
great because then your eye can focus on the color transitions. that you've made.
Exactly.
So
So I think that would work. I'm still
that's exciting.
not committing to anything.
Okay.
So
Fair enough. Fair enough. I have one more thing, and then that's really.
okay.
I have a saint's level of patience, people.
You showed this off last time, and it
Okay.
was
Here is my Lexington cowl. Most of that progress happened in the last 2 days since I've been home. Would you like to know why?
tell me.
I did 8 restarts on this. 8. 8. 8. 8. This is number 8, okay? Yeah. So the gauge on this cowl is 8.25 stitches per inch, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The pattern calls for 4s. I started on double zeros. That was too small. I know, it's like, well, of course it was. No,
Well-
you don't understand. Most of the time I have to size way down because I'm a loose knitter. But as it turns out, linen stitch is not very loose as a pattern stitch anyway. But I went up to zeros, and that was better. But then I twisted the stitches, and then I did the actual checkerboard pattern wrong, and then I had to undo that, and then so several times over the vacation, I really did that thing where I somewhat threw it, and I was like, I'm done. I'm never doing this again. And then the next morning, I would be like, cool, I get to start a new project, and I just got over myself because that's happened to me.
Groundhog's, like the knitter's version of Groundhog's Day.
Yes, that's actually a perfect analogy. Yes, you wake up and
Incredible.
it's like, yeah. So now what I have figured out is that each of these little stripes takes me about an hour and a half. Each of those stripes is 8 rounds, and the rounds are
Okay,
205 stitches.
the 8 rounds takes you an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were saying every round took
God,
you an hour and a half, and I was
no.
like, you need to
No.
you need to frog this and do
So-
something else with your life. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so each of these takes one. Well, you know what? I was gonna reach for my phone. I love when I do that.
I love when you do that too.
What's
It's fun
what?
for me.
There's 30 stripes, 30 of those sections. So
Okay.
what is 30? So this. Oh, I shouldn't have done
Don't
that.
do that.
That was
Don't do
that was
that.
a mistake. That was a mistake.
Well,
Wow.
frog it, and then tomorrow
No.
you'll be like, ooh.
Here's the plan. Even before I did that calculation, which I now regret. If I do one stripe a day, along with whatever other crafting and like a job and stuff that I do,
Yeah.
like that means it would take me a month. And so if I do one stripe a day, I could be literally done on January 31st,
Cool.
if not sooner. So
I think that's a much healthier way to approach it versus trying to shove 45 hours of work into 2 days.
and here's the
make
other
yourself
thing.
cry.
It's like this is so thin, right? I do not, thankfully, yet have any kind of hand or wrist issues or mobility issues at all.
Mm-hmm.
This is extremely tight knitting. It's very hand stress knitting. I'm not having any issues with it, but at the same time, after an hour of this, I'm like, I got to stretch my hands out, because this is no matter how you do it, this is tight.
Yeah.
But I'm all the things. I'm still very happy with it. It's that alpaca silk, I believe.
No, I remember you showing me the yarn for this a few episodes ago.
I love it.
It's nice.
I'm sad though because I saw the Instagram post that Sauzier put up today.
I haven't.
So because I got this at Sauzier, but there is a bag of not this cowl, but a companion kit by the same company, Blue Sky Fibers, that has a different pattern, and they're showing the inside of it, and only one of the 6 skeins is there. The other ones were stolen.
Oh.
So they were just, basically not saying like, hey, people, you suck. It was a very thoughtful post where they were like, think about before you do this, like this really hurts small business, and and I just felt super sad, and so anyway, I'm just sad for them.
That is sad. I had no idea. I didn't see that. So.
They said theft has gone up this year, so that's also sad because there's rooms where people aren't standing there watching you, and we like to think people in the fiber community are honest, and obviously most of us are, but people are in life circumstances we don't understand. But also, even if you are looking for, if you need basic needs, like, does stealing luxury yarn really change?
I was just gonna say, like,
now that I think about it,
yarn is a thing where, like, if you want it and you want to steal it, great, go steal it from Walmart. Walmart has.
That's a good point.
Go steal it from Walmart. Like,
we are promoting criminal misdemeanors.
Pause this episode.
It's
go
not
steal from Walmart.
It's not a felony until you get way up in the upper dollars, so it's fine.
You wake up and you're like, I want to steal today. Go steal from a corporation. Don't steal from Sousier. Don't steal from mom and pop stores.
Yeah,
like,
seriously.
I'm not saying don't steal. Like,
when
I've stolen things that I've needed before. Like, I've been there. I've stolen toothpaste. I've stolen deodorant. And you know where I stole it from? Target, not a mom and pop store.
Sure.
I'm not there now. We're okay now. But
when Garrett and I met, when we worked at Borders together in the late 90s, Borders budgeted 3% of their gross every year to loss.
Fair enough. I believe it.
That's insane. I mean, as a small business owner now, not that was a small business, but I look at that and I'm like, ooh, that's a lot of money. It's a small retail items. Like, that's just the nature of it. But anyway. That's
so, and that's the thing is, like, no one really needs yarn.
Well, especially, also, that's the other thing. I'm sorry, this yarn, this is alpaca silk. You're not going to make a sweater out of these. Like, it's not even that, I need it to make my clothes.
No,
that's the thing.
You can go to Walmart. You can go to thrift stores. Like, you can ask your friends and say, hey, I ran out of yarn. I don't have any money. Does anyone have a skein of yarn they don't want anymore?
Sure. There's plenty of,
So, speaking of begging your friends for things...
Let's look at your stuff, because that's all my stuff.
This is actually a good segue into this.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw, but I went on the Discord.
Yes, asking for Icelandic.
Yeah, I was like, I can afford Icelandic. I could buy Icelandic, but the chances that someone in our group... Oh, I should be showing this. That someone in our group, like...
Close.
It's... Like, someone probably wants to destash... And our friend Jo has had this in her stash for, she thinks, about 20 years. And she's like, I don't know if I'm ever going to use it, so why shouldn't you take it?
What is the brand? Argyle.
It's from
Argyle Fiber Mill in Argyle.
So, we don't know if this mill is still around or not. Wow. But I got the itch. I was like, I want to try a low twist Lopi. A single low twist Lopi.
Alfonso Lopi.
Alfonso Lopi.
I was just looking at our podcast titles the other day.
I will also, full disclosure, I don't tell Amber what the titles of the podcast are going to be.
She does not.
I just go and then I publish it and Amber goes, cool title. That's how that happens. Yes. So this is to hopefully make a single low twist Lopi at some point.
That is so exciting.
Ask your friends for stuff.
I'll
probably give it to you.
Lopi, and I can't wait to see what you do with it.
I'll do it eventually.
Yeah. Sure.
And then this, so I normally don't really get stash anymore because I have enough stash. I got this for Christmas. It's purple.
Wow.
There's one.
What is it?
Purple 1 and purple 2.
What is this from?
This is from Blackberry Hills.
Where, how?
It's from a friend of my dad's.
Everything's going to be friend of your dad's.
It's actually from a friend of my dad's from up north, Wisconsin.
And they're very different, too.
Yeah. So I was going to...
Are you going to mash them
I was going to mash these babies together.
Oh, you know what? I'm just going to put this in your little brain. This would be great for fractals. With the color. Fractals are best with long color changes, but still, this would be fun. Anyway.
But yeah, I was very surprised.
So pretty.
I think each braid is like 3 ounces, so a nice little 6 ounce.
Great.
Guy. So this was a pleasant surprise. Usually people in my life don't get me things that I want. It's usually just like, oh, we were at this craft market and we saw this thing. Here you go. And apparently they were at a craft market and someone was selling roving. And my dad's friend was like, wait, I know someone who would use this.
Yes.
And I like texted her. I was like, thank you.
That's amazing.
She's like, that's the stuff you use, right? I was like, yeah, that's the stuff I use.
Well, and I've gotten to the point in life where if someone, like my mom had asked me, like, what can I get you? And I'm like, sometimes she'll get kind of random things, which is okay. But also if you're not trying to accumulate a lot of stuff, I'd be like, could you, if you want to get me something online. Although my mom did get me my cubic zirconia earrings. So I have those.
I used to ask for consumables. Get me a bag of Reese's Cups and a bag of coffee. Do you know how happy I would be?
Love it.
With both of those things?
The coolest thing that my parents did for Garrett and I when we were a young, poor couple was they had a bunch of gift cards, but they had a big piece of poster board and they drew a tree on it with leaves, and all the leaves were all the gift cards. And it was like $500 worth of gift cards.
That's cool.
So we would like go out to dinner because we could not afford to go out to,
Yeah.
So it was sweet, but also just really sweetly presented. And then the other amazing thing my parents did, probably about 10 or 15 years ago, we went out to Red Lobster, and then it was time to be done with the meal, and they said it's been taken care of, and we're like, excuse me? Mm-hmm. My parents from Florida had said, oh yeah, we're going out to dinner tonight. Oh, where are you going? Red Lobster. Oh, cool, have fun. They had called the Red Lobster.
That's
and paid it over the phone and given them a credit card. Right? And just said, here's the card, you can charge it for up to this amount with tip, 20% tip, whatever they did, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
nice.
Right? Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm going to pay that forward with my kid at some point.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway.
Okay.
So, sorry. I'm getting very off track.
No, it's all good. That's all the stash that I have acquired.
Okay.
I have a lot of things. Oh, I'll start with works in progress.
Okay.
Because you haven't seen this in person.
Oh my Lord.
There he is.
That is so vibrant and...
He's pink.
I'm like having a physical reaction to this. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, squishy. That's also why I had it in a bag, was so we could have a semi-live react to this.
Like, see how brilliant this is? This is how it looks in real life. Like, this is very true.
It's actually a pretty good color.
I can't even, like, it's so pretty.
Thank you.
Wow.
This is the Hunt Hand Knits Tales of the Tundra knit-along that I talked about. I was going to start this on Christmas Day.
Oh.
It is now... So today's day 10. I have not done day 10, so this is days 1 through 9.
Wow.
I just have, like, this... I think it's just going to be this border up here again.
Wow.
But the dog is done.
It's
I'm very delighted with
stunning.
him. This is also my first ever mystery knit-along.
Yay! How do you like it?
So, I like it. Short answer.
Ooh, that sounds like...
No. There's nothing bad I'm about to say. What I am going to say, though, however, I thought because the pink was color C, it would be, like, the least used.
Oh.
So my vision...
C means minor color.
My vision was like, ooh, like this purple and blue with a pop of neon.
And that is not
what
it is.
But on the flip side of that, I never ever would have made pink the main color, and I really like it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's giving happy accidents.
So I'm just going to ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
Within you going to grab it, do you have your dinosaur sweater to show? Because that's also gray and pink.
No, it's actually in the car.
Okay.
And I had to use it the other day because I accidentally left my window open. And I went to... So...
What?
There's layers now.
Yeah.
The other day, I drove home. And when I drove home, there were cops in my parking lot looking for someone that I have colloquially deemed as drunk parking lot man.
Again? Drunk parking lot man strikes again?
Yes. And so
Give him my card. I'm kidding.
So he's getting evicted. So
that's sad.
Spoiler alert. But
Probably needs to happen though.
I was sitting in my car doing a Pokemon Go raid, also just like minding my own business, and this cop came over and like knocked on my window. And of course, I think, oh God, what have I done?
Of course.
I'm like trying to turn the heat off and the radio off. I'm trying to like beat my Pokemon Go raid. I'm like, hold on. I'm like trying to...
I've got like one more golden raspberry to
just
get
like, give me a
this.
second.
Excuse me.
So I roll my window down, and he was like, do you live in this apartment? Can you let us in? And I don't live in that specific apartment, so I was like, no, I can't help you. I rolled it down. I was so like, the cops! That I then grabbed all my stuff and went inside. And I came out the next day and my window was down. I thought someone had smashed in my window. They hadn't. I just left it down after the cops talked to me. It had snowed that night. So there was snow all over my driver's seat. So I was like, what can I do? So I grabbed my unhanded sweater and like put it on the seat so my butt wouldn't.
Did you take the snow out before you?
I like tried to like scoop it out, but it had iced over. So I had like a layer of ice on the driver's side seat.
But that's perfect for hand knits made on the table.
It worked really well.
That's amazing.
But it is in my car.
That's a good like tagline. Also great, you have to put your butt on it in your car, just in case.
So I can wear that next episode.
Yeah,
maybe.
that'd be great.
I
think it'd just be really cool to show off another piece where you have like this pink and gray
next time because this will be done, and then.
I love it. That is stunning.
We'll do that next time.
Stunning.
Okay. I want to talk about my spiders.
Yes.
So I made these fruit spiders.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Strawberry spider. This is my blueberry spider.
This is because the seed.
This is grape. And
I feel like this could be a series of toys here.
This is lemon.
Please stop.
I'm working on kiwi.
Stop it.
But I had run out of safety eyes, so I had to wait to do kiwi. So, I'm making these for HorrorCon. They're technically not horrifying, but it's my booth, and I can do whatever I want.
Well, right. Just because it's HorrorCon doesn't mean everything has to be scary.
It's kind of my thought. And I was like, spiders are creepy, but also they're fruit.
That is really, really fun.
So I made those, and I'm delighted by them.
Now, how long do those take you per item, since we were talking about that at an earlier podcast?
I want to say those are like roughly 2.5 hours each.
Okay.
That's
about 10 hours of work for those 4. Okay.
Yeah. I got a little burnt out by the time I had to like do all these little futzy details.
Sure.
So I didn't even count how long this took because it should have taken me 15 minutes and it took me forever because I would like do a stitch and be like,
Okay.
And then
and then continue on.
Yeah. So I didn't count that part, but in theory that should have been the least time consuming.
Sure.
I was just kind of over it by then. So.
Wow.
I'm calling it 2.5 hours.
I love it. I love it.
Okay. I'm saving this one for last. So.
Ooh. What is that?
These are some Rolags that I had.
Oh.
This is by the Rolags were made up by Naturally Nitty. I got these at Sheep and Wool.
Oh yes. Here's the.
I didn't really have a good time with these Rolags. They were.
Tell me why.
They were sticky. Like, I don't know if they still had lanolin on them. It felt like there was like a wax coating on them.
I'm sure that's lanolin. Yeah.
I think it was.
Did you spin them long draw?
I got them to do long draw. I could not physically do
it
because they were so sticky.
Okay, that's hard.
It was 2 ounces. I chain plied it. Now I have.
It looks great. It looks great. And you know what? First of all, the yarn looks fantastic.
It's pretty. Yeah.
But also, once you knit it up, it'll also look fantastic. And it just shows yet again the process of making yarn, the process of knitting. If one little thing looks off, once you have a finished object, it's great.
And I've washed it, so it's no longer waxy.
That's good.
It's 170 yards. Great. I can do something with that.
Yeah.
So the colorway is Boardwalk at Midnight.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay, and then actually I can't talk about these two until I show you this.
Oh my god. So
I have this.
Show the blanket that we have.
So I have it wrapped.
This is like a stork delivering some sort of baby that I don't know what it is yet.
This is my funky 3-ply.
Okay.
So it is...
It literally looks like a little baby in there.
It's Gritty Knits, and it's... There's like a pink that was like from a club from like April of 23.
Okay.
The orange was from like November of 22. Both of those were a D-stash from our friend Jenny. And then the blue from Lisa Souza, which was a D-stash from another friend of ours. Oh, I'm trying my best here. I told you.
Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah,
This is definitely. I mean, how many pounds is this?
So it was initially 12 ounces. I used about all of it, and I guess I could show this is what I had left over.
12 ounces. So my son was 32 ounces when he was born.
Okay.
I'm just saying he was 2 pounds.
Okay.
So this is like a little, 2 of these would have been my baby. Wow.
So
Look at, oh God, the barber. Oh, wow.
I know.
Stop it.
It looks like sprinkles. And also, like, the yellow went from, like, yellow, orange, black. And then the pink was, like, light pink, dark pink, purple.
It is.
And then the blue was, like,
pretty.
blue and purple.
And that's a 2-ply. Wow.
It's a 3-ply.
It's a 3-ply.
Yeah.
It is a 3-ply.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, it looks like candy. It looks like candy. Look at that. Oh,
So
it's
I had
so
this
pretty.
hidden from Amber when she came in because I was like, no, we live react to this beautiful child.
Yeah.
Isn't
Can't
she
talk no.
perfect?
It's
in
yes.
every way.
Yes.
I think she's like an Aaron weight. I got 510 yards, which is
that's really that.
so she's.
I can't wait to see what you do with her.
Same.
Wow.
You have an idea. I don't really know.
I'm
what to
too
do.
in shock to say what it should become, but I love it. It's
I'm
so pretty.
Very, very, very delighted by it. And then
Wow.
I did a 2-ply of the pink and yellow leftover. I got 58 yards out of that with a little pink and yellow.
Okay. Yes, we love doing
And
leftovers.
then the leftover yellow, I chain plied and I bracelet plied it
Okay.
and got 24 yards.
You know what? I love leftover yarns. I've made them with leftovers of various things and then plied them together, like that whole no waste thing and not planning thing and bits and bobs spins and whatever.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm glad
So-
you did that.
But this was my,
Oh, it's absolutely stunning.
yes.
Wow.
So there's that. My whips. I'm working on Kiwi Spider.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't gotten very far. I guess this is technically a whip too.
Of course, technically. Why is it a full blown whip? It is a whip. I just, I've just done like most of a cowl in the last 10 days. I guess it's kind of a work in. Anyway.
So this is
Ooh.
yarn I'm spinning.
Ooh,
So
look at that. What is this?
excellent question.
Bob and butt for
So,
the cam.
I think it's Greenwood Fibers. I think.
That's pretty.
I also think that it's 3/4 of 2 braids.
Okay.
This was a de-stash from someone else
Got
in our
it.
group. And I had done a
So
braid.
this is that.
This is that. So
Okay.
instead of being an actual braid, it's like a length of blue,
Oh, sure. Okay.
a length of purple, and a length of red.
And how are you doing that? Are you just spinning each end to end? Or?
So, spinning end to end, and then I was debating on the second bobbin doing it either in the same order or in a different order.
Sure.
I haven't decided yet.
Okay. Either way.
But yeah, I had spun a similar braid of this sometime last year, but it had a yellow in it, and the yellow was missing. So
Okay.
I think our friend took the yellow for something else and was like, "You like fiber? Do you want this?" And I was like, "Yeah." So because this didn't come to me in a braid, it came to me like this. Mm-hmm. I was like, this is next up on my spinning list because it's just kind of taking up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Like
That's
on
awesome.
my shelf.
Love it.
So-
that's a great way to decide to spin something is like that. That's going away.
Yeah, that's kind of
It's going to change form, whatever you want to
yeah,
call
like
it.
I'm tired of looking at this because a braid you can kind of compact. Mm-hmm. This is there's no way to
There's not much you can do with
It's
that.
just like this.
Yep.
So I'm making it smaller.
I love it. What great whips.
So
I love that. Yay.
I'm doing stuff.
That's awesome. Is that all you have to show fiber-wise?
That's all I
Okay.
have.
I have got to say, watching things. I started the show Landman on Paramount Plus.
What's that?
It's a Taylor Sheridan show. That doesn't mean anything to you.
I don't know what that means. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. It's a Yellowstone writer, the one who did
Okay, I've heard
Yellowstone.
of Yellowstone. I have not.
Yes, I love it, and I love everything Taylor Sheridan does. But
Okay.
I think it's been going on for over a year. I got into Landman simply because of the virality of the clip of John Hamm dancing in a nightclub.
That's where that's from.
Yes.
I've
I didn't
been
know where it's
wondering.
from. I saw it enough times on Instagram, and then I was looking in the comments, like, somebody say, and somebody said Landman. I was like, great.
Thank you.
So now David and I are watching that together, which is fun. Slowly, because Star Trek is always our first priority.
Sure.
But so yes, I'm watching Landman, and for some reason, sometimes on Friday nights, I will watch a movie by myself. I mean, I watch a lot of TV by myself, but Garrett we have an arrangement where he just wants extra alone time sometimes, like on Fridays, so he'll sleep downstairs on Fridays, which is fine.
Yeah.
Stay up till 2 a.m. gaming. I don't want someone coming into bed with me at 3 a.m. because it'll totally mess up my sleep schedule. And I was just, I don't know. I own a lot of movies. There's a lot of movies on. I think the negative thing about the way we watch media now is that everything's available, and so nothing feels special in some ways. And I don't want to, anyway, again, all these first world things I'm talking about this time. But so I did what I rarely do, and that is I play streaming roulette. So I was on HBO Max, I believe, went to the movies tab, took my controller, closed my eyes, and just clicked on something and pressed play without even seeing what it was.
You're the bravest woman alive.
So I watched an entire movie from 1939. I watched Stagecoach with John Wayne.
I've never seen it.
You know what? I mean, well,
good for you for like seeing that and being like, all right, bet, let's do this.
Well, I just, cinematic history, whatever. But I mean, quite obviously, it's a Western from the 30s. There's extremely problematic, racist things, plot lines. Just, of course. So just putting that right solidly out front. That was there. I looked at the story just like as I get older, it's like, no, just imagine what it was like making movies then and whatever. Like, okay, yeah, there were good storylines in it. I liked the movie.
Cool.
I enjoyed the movie. Again, it's hard to say that because it's like, yes, racist things though also that were really, really bad.
Yeah.
So there's that. But I did watch the whole movie.
Good.
And John Wayne is very young. You can also
like acknowledge like there were problematic things about it, but despite that, I still liked it.
Is that okay? Is that okay?
I think so.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, I did.
Tell us in the comments how wrong I am.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I don't know. But yes, it was
also, like, you're not. I think that's the other thing too is if you're like, John Wayne makes racist movies, I'm gonna go out and buy all of them. Like,
right? Of course, yeah. No.
That would be different too.
Yeah. No. Totally.
Yeah. That's fair.
So, yeah. So that's what I did.
Cool. I've actually been watching and reading a lot of stuff. On Christmas Day, I watched Terrifier 3, which is a horror movie that takes place on Christmas, so I watched it on Christmas. It was horrific. I almost threw up. But now I've seen all the Terrifier movies, which we talked about last time, My Little Guys. After that, I tried to watch like normal stuff, and my brain was like, no, we want more horror. And I was like, okay, brain. So I watched the first Scream movie.
Oh.
Which I hadn't seen since I was like 10.
Okay.
So, excellent.
Good.
Excellent film. Holds up. No notes.
Awesome.
Then the next day, I noticed that Scream 2 and 3 were on Canopy. So I used my last 8 Canopy tickets for December.
Nice.
Do you know Canopy? It's okay if you don't.
No, somebody's told me and I can't remember.
So basically, it's an app through the library where you can watch movies for free.
Right. Okay.
But
yes.
I think like 12 or 18 tickets a month,
okay.
and each thing you watch uses.
I think you've told me about it actually.
Probably.
Yeah.
So for some reason, movies are usually like 2 tickets. For some reason, Scream 2 and 3 were 4 tickets each.
Oh, weird.
But it's free. Like at the end of the day, it's free.
Sure.
So I watched the first 3 Scream movies.
Nice.
And I had a great time.
Awesome.
So I did that.
I was out of horror after The Ring. Early 2000s. And I saw that and I was like,
nah.
This scared the shit out of me.
That's so valid.
Katie, if Katie is watching this far into the episode, she's laughing because she and her friend are very much into horror movies and not scared by them for the most part.
I'm getting back into them. Cool. So that's also why I'm like, I haven't seen Scream in 30 years. It's because I, for years, couldn't watch horror movies without being genuinely upset by them.
Got it.
So
and that's not the point.
And now, it's not the point. Now I'm like, ooh, this is fascinating. And then when I turn it off, I'm like, cool. Anyway. And then I go eat a donut. And that's my life.
Nice.
I read a book. I listened to a book. Which counts.
No, we count that as reading. I have learned that not supposed to, but there are if you say, we don't have to qualify that listening to an audiobook by saying, well, I didn't read it, I listened. Mm-hmm. It is, I have learned that it's more helpful to different communities if you just say you read it.
Well, and
it doesn't, yes, you read a book or read an audiobook, however you say it.
Sure.
We don't have to distinguish it because sometimes people that listen to audiobooks will feel like that's less than, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, that was what I was trying to say.
Anyway. Yeah, I read a book called Sundial by Katrina Ward. And it was a book that I thought was okay as I was reading it. And then when I was done, I like sat back and I was like, that was awesome. Like, I had to like think about it.
Yeah.
I will say the first like, I can't say page numbers, the first 2 hours of the book was basically like this main character being treated the worst, like just the worst by her husband. And they really set up that he is the worst husband and human being on the planet. And her daughter allegedly tries to kill her other daughter. And so she's like, that's it. I'm taking my daughter. We're going back to my childhood home in the desert. We're going to talk it out. We're going to figure some stuff out. And it gets really weird. They like, most of the book is a flashback to the main character's like childhood.
Oh, okay.
Which is why I was like, I don't think I like this. Because I was like, I want to see what messed up things her daughter's doing. This is gross. And then like 40 to 60% of the book was like flashbacks.
Okay.
So if you go into that knowing that, that might help. But it was like how she grew up, and it's very weird and very messed up, and there's lots of twists and turns, and I liked it. At the end of the day, I liked it, but at the time I was like,
not sure. Yeah.
So, but I literally like, it was a book I like turned off and just like sat and thought about it. And then even like days later, like layers were coming back to me. I was like, oh my God.
Isn't that funny how some books stick with you? You said that, and I'm like, ooh, what is the name of it? It was at least 20 years ago. These Bones something.
The Lovely Bones?
Yes! The Lovely Bones has
Lovely Bones.
Always stuck with me. And then they did a movie of it.
I never saw the movie, but I read the book in like 2 days. I devoured
Me too.
Book.
I did as well, and I like that book has stuck with me. Glad I didn't read it while I'm a parent. Yeah.
I literally can't imagine.
Yeah. So but there are certain books that stay with you. Books, I am not quite done with Silver and Hemlock.
Oh, okay.
It was a great book to take on vacation, and still is.
Yeah.
I was basically at the climax of the book when I was ready to get on the plane, and I didn't want to read it on the plane because I was like, okay, I'm in a good headspace. In case,
sure,
because of course the climax is going to be conflicty and scary,
and then you're already on the plane. Which
correct, and I was like, let's not mess with things right now, right? But it's delightful. I love it. So I think some people have said, oh well, it's a Snow White tale, and I'm like, I guess, like I'm most of the way. I understand where they're getting that. But I don't feel that it is a retelling of Snow White. I can understand where there's some overarching themes of that, but I don't know. I just think that overly simplifies the story. But also, I am very Pollyanna about fiction since I became a lawyer. I enjoy almost all fiction because I had to read law for 3 years, 2.5 years, however long I was in law school, 2.5 years. And reading law for the most part is dry and boring. Not really. Like, there's a lot of it that's very exciting because it has to do with really important stuff. But when you have to read 300-400 pages of it a week, and that's what you do with your life for a couple of years. So after law school, I read more fiction, and I just loved it in a different way, literally because it wasn't law. And so ever since then, that's a permanent shift for me. So I totally get it when people are like, I didn't like this book because this, totally cool. But I'm just the opposite. I love almost everything I read because it's not law. So
I'm similar. I did not go to law school. I don't have that.
That's good for you.
But I found over time that I'm pretty easily entertained. With a good example is like the Pokemon games.
Yeah,
have really gone downhill, and I'm literally just like, Gyarados is here, yay!
Yes.
And like I understand that's not like the norm. Same with like. If it's a retelling of Snow White, great. I love Snow White.
Well, right, and we get right, and again, like because I think we live in a social media world now, like it's totally legit that people on Book Talk are going to say this is great, this is bad, here's all the reasons, but it's also okay for us to be like, that's cool, and here's how I feel about it, and we have a place for all opinions.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it is jarring when you read a book. You're like, that was the best book I've ever read, and you look at the reviews, and everyone's like, this is trash. It's bad. You're like, oh.
Well, I think the way I feel too is like, I feel gratitude when I see stuff like that because I'm like, wow, good for me that I can find joy in my entertainment.
That's how I feel about it. I'm like, so many things are terrible in this world. Thank God I'm able to enjoy a book.
Especially now, right? Like, yes, that it's especially needed now. So, I mean, I'm sorry, but like, we'll keep saying it, but joy is resistance. Joy as resistance is a thing, and good on us, you know.
Exactly.
So clearly, the message of this segment is we're better than other people.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, I did start a new book that I'm not very far into. I started Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix.
I think I've heard of that. I've heard a few people talking about it.
So it's about, so far I'm not very far into it. There has been no witchcraft, but lots of wayward girls. That's where I'm at in the plot.
Okay.
This girl gets pregnant at 15 and she gets sent, and it takes place in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
So she gets sent to like a home for pregnant girls.
Yeah.
And my biggest fear in the world is being pregnant. So reading a book about it, it's like accidental body horror for me.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm trying to get through it because I want to see like where this goes. But it's like just, and I also like think about like, oh my God, being like a pregnant teenager in like 1965.
God. Yeah.
Like,
I mean, being a pregnant teenager at all, but
being a pregnant teenager.
But for sure in the 60s, yes. Stigma.
And like, you know, her dad's treating her poorly and saying like, I wish you were never born, you've ruined this family, you've like stuff. And like, there's a part of the book that like upset me so much where like her partner gets her pregnant and then her partner is like, I can't believe you would do this to me. And I was like, I'm gonna kill Guy from 1965.
Nope.
And like, obviously it is fiction.
I know sometimes we have to feel like, it's okay.
But like, man, I'm already like uncomfortable, and I'm like, I don't like. Obviously, some of it's supposed to make you uncomfortable, but I will.
But it's also reflecting what society was.
Yeah,
at that time.
I'm gonna get. My plan is to get through it. I have it for another 2 weeks.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
When I'm done.
Cool.
So far, it's really pushing some of my limits. So
good to know.
But yeah, I like Grady Hendrix. I read My Best Friend's Exorcism by him over the summer and loved it. He has a ton of books, so I might just
have to read
a bunch of Grady Hendrix this year.
As we're talking about it, the other thing I want to say about Silver and Hemlock, first of all, I'd never read any T. Kingfisher before, but I love that the heroine is a middle-aged woman who isn't necessarily like super thin and lithe, and you know,
that's cool.
Like has a normal body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And other people have said that about it too, but that's nice. It's a very imperfect quote unquote. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like they're just not someone who is
110-pound 15-year-old girl.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. It's just like, we don't have a perfect heroine of what society views as perfect a lot of times, right? It's a very real heroine, and I love that about it.
It's awesome.
And it's very page-turny, hard to put down.
Cool.
So
awesome.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
Did we do it?
I think we did. I think we're done.
Cool. Yay!
Yay! Thank you for listening. I just want to say, is this our 5th episode? I am so excited doing this, and I may have said this before, but like this is for me my happy place. Like we enjoy doing this, and we don't have big expectations or anything, but it's fun to share with you all for however many people are watching, and I'm just really loving it.
Yeah.
I'm loving life.
Same. Couldn't have said it better.
Yay!
So
cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Subscribe.
Oh, right. I was like. Click the subscribe button wherever it is, please. That helps us in the algo. My friend, Algo, friend of my dad. Algo Lopi.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.